Sniper Elite Resistance by Rebellion, their next installment. Comes out January 30th, 2025. Dave, do you have much experience with the Sniper Elite games?
I do not. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I mean, it's not because I dislike them. It's just one of those games that I never really got into.
I've tried multiple times to get into. I think why, and this is kind of a conversation for the game, and where I feel like World War II has been done enough. You know what I mean? Like a lot of games are so World War II, or like a lot of games, like I feel like World War II has been done so many times, so many games across various genres of gaming, and I think I'm just over World War II, if that makes sense.
I'm 100% with you. I mean, I watched the trailer for this and like I was kind of excited, and then you see like who the enemy is in the game, and you're just like, meh, like, ugh.
And the reason why I thought, and I've played Sniper Elite a bit, not much, like not to the full extent of I've beaten every single one of them. I've tried them each probably a couple hours each, and they're always really fun. Some of them are really hard. Like the campaign's pretty hard. But where I thought this one was really gonna get me is, so this is a brand new campaign, new character, but in a different location. And so my first thought, I was like, oh, this would be like a different era of like time and history. But no, that is not the case. So let's go ahead and roll the trailer. This is taking place in 1944 France. And your whole idea, the whole story is that you are playing as like Harry Hawker, Special Operations Executive, or SOE, and your whole mission is to help the French resistance rid France of Nazis, and also stop the Nazis from unleashing a secret weapon. So, not very original idea in my opinion. But the thing with these games is like the combat mechanics, the sniping mechanics are done so well, and it reminds me a lot of Hitman. Like the way you can approach the missions, the way the X-ray sniping is the coolest thing in a lot of games, in my opinion.
Two things.
Yeah.
Harry Hawker makes me laugh so much on the inside. I don't know why. What's interesting to me is like this is the first game trailer that I've looked at where I feel like the gameplay looks better than the cinematics.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, the cinematics in this one aren't very good, to be honest.
No, like the gameplay looks better than the cinematics.
Yeah, and that's okay. You would rather have cinematics that are but the gameplay, the fluidity of like the mechanics of snipers and the realism of like the scopes and things like that, I think that's what people would rather than awesome cinematics. Because you see in the comments, show the gameplay. This game shows some of the gameplay, and I think, and like other Sniper Elites, the gameplay has never been the issue, I don't think, at all.
I mean, is Sniper Elite, so like I literally know nothing. So for people like me going into it that know nothing, like is this legitimately like a pure sniper thing?
No, there's many different like ways to kill targets, like Hitman. Like you can approach it different way. There's different ways to infiltrate the base. Different ways to approaching missions. You can go in there guns a-blazing in a way. You can sneak around, melee attack, or you can snipe from a distance. So that's the whole like idea of Sniper Elite, is there's different ways to tackle different missions, and that's why I was comparing it to Hitman. But like I said, it's a new story, takes place in a different location, which is why I thought, and I think a lot of people would love to have it in a different era, but there's also a lot of people like, no, Sniper Elite is World War II. And it's just one of those things you got to kind of get over, I guess. But in my opinion, I think, and the way they're setting it up by bringing a new character, different location, like they have the ability to go different eras and different locations even more so now.
I mean, eventually they have to.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
number 6. So
right.
Yeah.
So at some point, like this is all like we talked about with the parody movie. Like you have to know when it's time, and like 6 is probably definitely the time.
Yeah.
7 is definitely the time.
We're getting the Fast and Furious era or mode then at that point.
Right. Yeah. So it looks like a lot of fun. I mean, if you're comparing it more to Hitman, like I'm instantly more interested in the game because, I love that style than just a typical, like, COD 2 campaign. Boop, 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 shoot stuff, but. So, like, yeah, it's exciting to me.
Going into some of the newer things of the game, a lot of the combat is going to be very similar. The way the guns work, everything like that. Customization of weapons that can be changed throughout workbenches are scattered around through the campaign. So you have the ability to upgrade different rifles, secondaries, and your pistols, which includes new scopes, barrels, mags, ammunition, things like that. And what's cool about like all the sniper elites, the weapons are authentic to the World War II era, so that's really cool. New mission types. I think they're new mission types. It's called propaganda missions, which is you're stepping into the shoes of French resistance fighters, and you can either snipe, sneak around, melee, take down enemies. But what's cool with these is it's time-sensitive objectives. So you have to complete these missions in a certain amount of time. So you have to go take out a specific enemy in, let's say, 3 minutes, or it gets away, or he sets off a bomb. I'm not sure the extent of how they're going to work, but I think that's really cool.
The time clock scares me.
Yeah.
It puts too much pressure on me.
I like playing fast, so maybe I like that.
I don't deal well under pressure.
Yeah.
Your time clock is scary.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a cool idea. Invasion missions are back, so other players can invade your campaign as an Axis sniper to take out you or your friend. That it's a co-op. So campaign is fully co-op, so you can play with a friend the whole way through, or you can play solo. And so another player can invade your space and come and take you out, and it's like a cat and mouse game, which is cool.
Sounds awful.
Other things here, multiplayer is back with 16-player battles up to like help earn XP and other things. A survival mode with 3 other players, so just different people coming at you to take those guys out. Yeah, I don't have much else. I just really wish my biggest argument for this game, I would really like to see a different era of like war, I guess. The Vietnam War, the Korean War, or more of like a modern day spin. I think that'd be really neat.
Or like prequel it and go back to like World War I, or like literally anything.
The Civil War.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
I don't know about that far.
Well, I mean, just like any type of ass. I mean, it's all history.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it all happened.
I think it'd be really cool to just have a different version, a different era. But again, I know it's kind of a split of fans that would no, let's keep it in World War II, like that is Sniper Elite. But for me and some other people, fans would really love to see it in a different era. Me, I think Vietnam is a cool era of like, well, I say cool. How about interesting? Yeah, thank you. Interesting eras of war, just the whole tactics behind it and things like that. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, and setting and location and stuff like that. Like it's good to have a change of scenery. Like I understand that there's a 50-50 split of people that want it in a new spot and people that are, know it's World War II, but like though know it's World War II people, you have 6 games now. 6. You have 6 World War II games. So
different editions here. The standard edition comes out at $49.99. So that's another thing. This game isn't a full $70 retail game. So I mean, it's not bad. So you know what I mean? Like it's not the worst if you love these games, if that makes sense.
I mean, anytime you're under $70, that's great.
But moving on to the deluxe edition, it's $80. So $79.99 comes with the season pass, which the season pass has 3 campaign missions, 3 weapon packs, 3 skin packs, character skin pack, and 2-day early access. So if that's worth it to you, that's worth it to me. Not really. I'm probably not going to spend my money on the deluxe edition. So
I hate that 2-day early access is a thing.
Yeah.
Stop baiting us with 2-day early access, man. Give us something good in these deluxes. I want a keychain or something.
Yeah, or 4 keychains, like the new Turtles Mutants Unleashed game.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, if you're going to put out a deluxe edition, make sure your game's good.
Yeah, exactly. Which Sniper Elites are good, so.
Yeah. Nobody wants the deluxe edition of a game that sucks.
Yeah, except for Adam, apparently.
Well, you didn't know it was going to suck.
I know, but I could have waited, And then it would have been sold out, and then I would have been just
then you would have got the deluxe.
That's true. That's true.